Hey everybody, Psychic Ellium here with Psychic Elements, and we are here for your, let's see, we're here now with your live reading. So, it's like we have 3 people who are already on here. Let's do some housekeeping. Hey Kathleen. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Hey, Angela. We're gonna go ahead and start with some housekeeping things. Hi. Oh my gosh, you guys are coming in fast. Okay, so first, I wanted to mention that first of all, I am Psychic Ellium. This is Psychic Elements, and we do these on live here on Wednesday. Okay, if by chance, you don't get your question answered, no big deal. You can always call 888-777-1393 and you can get a reading from either me or other amazing psychics that we have here on Psychic Elements. You can also go to PsychicElements.com. We have really amazing specials going on. We have actually one right now that all you have to do is actually verify your information, and you can get like a value of like 100. It's like for $1, you could actually get a value of like, I think like this $180, which is like you get a free hand-picked psychics. You get I wrote some stuff down. You get 5 minutes for $1. Anyway, go check it out. There's a lot of amazing stuff kind of going on there. You also get a lifetime horoscope reading. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna get to your guys' questions in a moment. Okay, what else? So I answer typically 1 question per person, just because there's a lot of people that are on here. And so if I will try to get to you guys as soon as possible, okay? Anyway, share this with your friends and family, right now, so you guys can kind of like join in together if you know someone who actually needs a reading as well. What else? Yeah, let's go ahead and get started, okay? All right, so let me go ahead and just kind of go back here. I know there's a lot of questions that just came in, so let me just kind of go back. Okay, so first question is from Kathleen. I think. Oh, okay. Kathleen. Okay, so Kathleen, I'm looking for your question here. Would you like to know, oh, okay, Kathleen, okay, actually, we're going to start with, okay, sorry, okay, so Kathleen, if you could, I can't figure out what your question is here. So if you can just kind of type in your question, I'm going to get to you next. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start with Angela. Angela, will I come into some money, whether it's a raise or lottery gambling anytime soon? Okay, so Angela would like to know if she is going to come into money, whether it be a raise or a lottery gambling soon. Okay, so I'll go ahead and shuffle the cards here. All right. So Angela would like to know if they are going to get a raise or money soon. Lottery. Okay, so good news. We have the Ace of Swords here. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. And we have the Four of Pentacles here. So This says to me that you are going to perhaps get a raise. This is not as much of a card. With Ace of Swords, it's more of a victory that's won by your own merit. And so we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is definitely speaking more about making sure that you get a raise, but it's by your own merit. The Four of Pentacles would say there is sort of an energy here. What I'm strongly feeling is there's definitely an energy here of sort of giving and receiving. And so again, whether it be by working with your own merit or, and this is actually kind of an interesting thing that sort of came up. If you have a problem with, oh my God, my eye, whew. If you have a problem with, with kind of hoarding money, or when you get money, you're not very giving or free with it, that might be blocking or stifling some elements of the flow when it comes to your money. And so it's, again, giving and receiving is quite important. So this is going to be one of those situations where you're going to get a raise at your job. But I would say that you are going to, if you want to kind of really, really increase your income, it's actually about, once you get that money, being free with it, learning not to hoard it as if it's going to actually leave you. And so, very interesting message, but that's the message we got, okay? All right, Angela, so that is your message. Let's see, what do we have? What do we have next? Okay. All right, so, oh, Kathleen, you did put a question. I would like to know if he's coming back into my life soon. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do Kathleen first, and then I'm going to get to you, Chelsea. Okay. Hi, everybody, if you're just joining. Okay, so Kathleen would like to know if he's coming back into her life soon. The elusive he, is he coming back? It's a love question. I appreciate the guidance. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the King of Swords in reverse. I do see if communication is no longer happening for you and he, then I do see him communicating with you again. I feel like there's something having to do with his currently he's thinking about the stability of his life right now, and the stability of his life right now for him is a real sort of worry is not the thing. It's that he just doesn't necessarily feel like he's where he wants to be right now, because he doesn't feel like where he wants to be right now. It kind of affects everything. Sometimes men are very whereas we're kind of moving with the heart, a lot of things are happening sort of in their head. A lot of things are happening in their head in which sometimes can largely affect their view of being in a relationship and also being able to provide. And if they don't feel like they can be a proper provider. This person has a 10 of Pentacles, which is in reverse, which means, wealth is definitely something that is concerning them. And so if they don't quite feel that that things are stable enough for them to be able to continue forward in a lot of ways, a lot of times that will also largely affect how they communicate with us. So this is what we got. All right, so Chelsea, can I get a relationship reading, please? Okay, so okay. All right, so Chelsea would like a relationship reading, so I guess we're gonna do a general. Um, okay, so Chelsea, relationship reading. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and do Chelsea's reading here. Okay. All right. Let me go all the way down. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So. Okay. So Chelsea, I'm just kind of doing a general here. If, by the way, if you guys, if you guys have questions, it's usually more helpful for me if you guys put specifics, specifics being like, maybe a person's name, or if you want a relationship reading, just, if you have whether or not it's a general question, if it's a general question, or, like some people, like, is he coming back and stuff like that, those are just kind of, they're not housekeeping things, but, it would be more helpful. But I'm going to give you as much as I can. So we have the 10 of Cups in reverse here. We have the 9 of Swords, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. In regards to relationship reading, this is a general one. This is basically telling me that, there's almost, okay, what I'm getting is a worry of time. What I'm also getting is a worry of emotional placement in life. And it's almost like something doesn't seem like it's working out or didn't work out when it comes to relationships or emotional fulfillment. And it's kind of worrying you. It's something that's kind of been really, really on your mind, but it's actually nothing to worry about. That's what the 9 of Swords in reverse is. It's almost like it's a matter of timing or divine timing. It's a matter of, not your will, but the universe, the creator or source or God's will be done. There is there is sort of a Wheel of Fortune here is a card of destiny. And so, I'm not seeing, you're not destined to be alone. You're not destined to not have emotional fulfillment. Those things are on the way. And what is happening, there's this kind of the Wizard of Oz reference, which is you're kind of on the yellow brick road right now. And, you're meeting, the guy, you're meeting or it could be a woman, this is not gender specific, but, you're on the yellow brick road, with, the person who, needs a heart, and the other person who needs courage. And it's like, so you're traveling down, to the kind of Emerald City, which is which is basically just the idea of, the closer you get to emotional fulfillment. It's actually really funny when we're talking about the Wizard of Oz, actually. Once she gets to the Emerald City, the last test is for her to realize that the person behind the curtain is just a man. Before she can actually return back into her heart, before she can return back home. And so there's a lot of time, there's also the idea of looking for something that you already have, looking for something that already exists. Weird noises. Looking for something you already have, or looking for something that already exists. And that's kind of what you find at the end. And so I don't know exactly why that reference came up, but that is kind of what that's what we're working with here. So, all right. So we're moving forward. All right. So Kelsey, what does this say? Since May, could you choose read it? Okay, so mother's been missing since May this year and could please do a reading. It's been 6 months. Okay. Kelsey, I'm so sorry to hear about your mother going missing. I am going to pull some cards and see, you know, what comes up on that. Okay, so Kelsey would like to know just a general on mother missing. Okay, so we have oh, okay. um there is this there just feels like this element of some sort of money being involved in her disappearance. This is really hard. This is a really hard one to kind of do live, you know. It seems like there's some sort of money involved in her disappearance. I don't know if there was sort of a sort of trafficking situation going on. It's kind of a feeling. I feel like you are going to hear some news soon, but I feel like you are going to hear some news soon. But I don't have I think you should definitely get a kind of a deeper reading on the psychic line, because we're doing a you know, just because it's a live thing and this is a very kind of personal thing, and I feel like, you know, this is definitely one of those things you might want to get a live reading on, but yeah, there's something having to do with money involved in this situation. So I don't know exactly what that means, but yeah, I feel my heart feels for you, you know, when I do some of these readings and it involves a loved one in such a really deep way. It really does kind of affect your heart a little bit. So my heart goes out to you, and blessings and prayers, you know, everyone, if we could just kind of, you know, send some good energy towards Kelsey and her and their mother, that would be really, really great. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and move Jill, Marie. Is my mom gonna be okay? She's sick and I'm scared. Okay. All right. So Jill would like to know if her mom will be okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. We have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Three of Swords. Wow, there's like all the hard questions today, yeah? Okay, so your mom is, so the way the cards look right now, it looks like your mom is going to pull through this current phase of what is happening. what I mean by pull through is I mean by there's going to be sort of a reanimation, or there's going to be some time. There's some things that, you know, need to be said. There's some things that need to, I'm hearing be looked after. I don't know what that means. There's also some information that's really important that she gives you, and I think that maybe the kind of suddenness of things sort of didn't really allow yet for everything that needs to be sort of said. It does look like the sort of healing, or this sort of reanimation is short-lived. To be honest, is what I see here. But if you want a further reading on that, you can go ahead and kind of hit us up. But yeah, so but it does look like there will be time. There's going to be a little bit of time. It's I don't see it being long-lived, the time that you know that she'll be kind of better. And so I hate giving these type of readings in a general. By all means, get a longer reading with a psychic. Yeah. And while we're at it, let me go ahead and just kind of, do our little plugs, here. Make sure that you, if you guys would like a full reading, you can call us at 888-777-1393. Also, you can go to PsychicElements.com and book a reading with one of our psychics. Right now, we do have a deal where you can get for $1, you can get a free 5 minutes if you as a new customer. I am Psychic Ellium, so for anybody who wants to book a reading with me, you can book a reading with me or any one of our other amazing psychics that we actually have available in our line. So anyway, with that being said, let's move on to the next question. Okay, Jocelyn Scott just broke up with my boyfriend yesterday, now questioning whether or not I did the right thing. I don't know what path. Okay, why is this not opening up? For some reason, this isn't quite okay opening up. Okay, so wants to know if it's the right decision. Okay. So, want to know if it's the right decision. Broke up boyfriend. Jocelyn wants to know if it was the right decision. Okay, so we have this 6 of Cups, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the Strength card here. The answer what I'm seeing here in this reading, the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Swords. The answer that I'm seeing is yes. Why? Because it's a growth issue right now. And it's kind of one of those things where I feel like, maybe there's some sort of young element, so or youth element, so either they could be expressing themselves in a more youthful way, or you guys could have met when you guys were sort of young, and it's almost like just the growth of where you guys are on paths is just different. It's just different, and you really, once you're using your intuition in making decisions, like breaking up with somebody, sometimes I know it's easy to sort of question, sort of back and forth, did I do the right thing? For your own self, I am seeing yes, that was exactly what needed to happen. We have the Strength card here. And so it would be in your best interest to find the path forward through the fact that this is so difficult, through the fact that, whatever you guys have to sort of, do to sort of reconcile the ending of the relationship. I feel like that's going to be the best path for you personally right now, because there's a lot of growth and expansion that needs to happen. I feel like you can't do it within that relationship. So whatever that means for you, I hope that is helpful. And then yeah, we have the four of swords, and so yeah, this is about sort of taking that rest, at least at the very least taking that rest period that is needed to do some sort of self-assessment. What else can be said? You know, the strength card is not only, you know, is not only sort of a card of gathering the strength, managing those parts of ourselves that may even be somewhat codependent, or yeah, that may be somewhat codependent. So whatever that means, again, for you or for them, I hope that's helpful. All right, so Chelsea Garrett, is the man I'm with now the man I'm supposed to be with? And you're welcome. Okay, it's the man I am with now, man I'm supposed to be with. All right, Chelsea wants to know, is this the dude? In general, is this the dude? Is this the guy? Is this the guy? Is this the dude? Okay. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? All right. Okay. How do I answer this question? Here's the Queen of Pentacles here. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and we have the Chariot card. There's the idea of an incorporation into your life, as long as this person is not keeping you from there's a couple things. As long as this guy's not keeping you from your own journey, which might even include not entirely staying where you are right now, then, you know, then it's great. Do I see, you know, the marriage card here? No. Do I see like the Two of Cups here? You guys mutually sharing a cup? No. There is an element, sort of a complacency element that I do feel. But for some people, that's fine. It's sort of like a well enough ideology. And so really kind of assessing what it is that you actually want within a relationship is sort of, you know, vitally kind of important in this particular element here. But I do feel, the only thing is I feel like there's an element that could hold you back. And ultimately in life, they are not the goal. We are. So again, it just depends on what you want. But as far as being supposed to be with, or the dude, it really depends on your it all really depends on your sort of your ability to grow within this relationship. And the thing about a relationship that is kind of just complacent is that sometimes, because there's complacency there, or because it's there's no need to grow, then growth sometimes is stifled within oneself, and then we wake up like 10 years later or whatever, and we're just like, what happened to me? So that is kind of what I would say with that. Anyway, so let's see, Angela, okay, we have love life. Okay. Angela, Sheely would like a love life reading. Okay. If you guys are new here, hi. Hello. Hello. All right, let me just move this a little bit. All right, so Angela Sheely would like a love life question. All right. Oh, hold on. Is there? Okay, yeah, it just says love life. Okay. All right. All right. So, this is just a general of a love life question. Ow. I have to move my leg because my leg was falling asleep. Okay. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords here. We have the Hangman, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Sometimes when we're in relationships, people are there for what we can give. And this could be you, this could be them, but I feel like it's them. The kind of them, whoever the them is. There's an element of being very careful with being in cycles where people take more than they give, and that we sort of kind of happily allow it. Maybe not happily, but we would rather that than to be alone, or we'd rather that than to require that we have a better output of again, giving. When I say give, I mean giving and receiving. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and this is about sort of getting kind of really deep and doing the actual work. The work here is solo, however. You can kind of see they're not working with anyone around right now. They're kind of working with themselves. So there's quite a bit of work to be done ultimately to get to a point of emotional fulfillment. That work having to do with, what are we really saying when we don't require enough, when we don't require that people, work harder than they do, so I don't know what that, what that means. You just said love life. So sometimes when it's just love life, it's just general. So hopefully that helped you or answered, whichever question you had. Okay. So now we're going to go to Jade. Should I let him go or should I hold on? Okay. Jade wants to know, should they let him go or should they hold on? All right. Should they let him go or should they hold on? Should they let him go or should they hold on? All right. Okay, so Jade. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords here. We have the Temperance card in reverse. And I feel like we have the Eight of Rods in reverse. Okay. There's, I'm hearing hurry, 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 hurry. There's this kind of element of, I just have something in my eye and I've been trying to get it and it's just not going anywhere. Anyway. There is this element of I don't know why everything's about growth, but there's this element of perhaps you being a little, not you being a little anything. There is this element, I feel like, of this person feeling like they're being rushed on some level, or they're feeling like perhaps there's kind of a lack of patience with where they want to go necessarily within their own kind of self within the relationship. A lot of times we think about how we would do things in relation to other people, and sometimes that doing, or that idea of doing things in relation to other people can really kind of stifle our view of how we see the person we're in a relationship with. So if you can allow this person this space to grow, if you can allow this person this space to really kind of forge their own way within the relationship, then that's great. If it is too much and you are too impatient with this process, and maybe not impatient, maybe it's been long enough, but if you are if you're just tired of it, then it would be best to let the relationship go. So I hope that is helpful. Okay, what am I missing anything? Okay, there is a lot going on. All right, we are moving through. Okay. Rachel, I'm here for a reading. Okay. Rachel, if you can just go ahead and I don't see your question yet. But yeah, if you can just go ahead and send your question. What is going on here? Okay. Sorry. I'm just I'm seeing a lot of things happening right now, and we're just I'm just trying to let me just catch up for a second, just see where we're at. Okay, there's a lot going on here, so we're going to try to move through okay. All right, so okay, Nicole, I asked last time about a special man in my life, and I was just wondering if you saw anyone coming into my life real soon. Okay. I don't see why I can't expand. I see that you said more, but for some reason I can't expand it. Technology. If you are new here, block show deek. What is that? Okay, so if you're new here, I'm Psychic Ellium. This is Psychic Elements. We are here Wednesdays doing this live thing here. So, look out on our feed. We have specials going on all the time, promos, etc. Feel free to also share this video on your page or your groups. If you want a longer reading, or if I don't happen to get to you, because I see that there's so many comments going on. We have about 20 more minutes, so I'm going to try to get to as many as possible. But if I don't happen to get to your particular question, then you can go ahead and call 888-777-1393, and we will go ahead and get to you as soon as possible. 1393, sorry. And you can talk to one of our amazing psychics. Sorry, I just just all of a sudden just spaced out. I was trying to go through, I'm seeing all these comments come in, and I'm trying to read and also do this. You can talk to our amazing psychics. Also, you can go to PsychicElements.com, and we have a list of a whole bunch of amazing psychics. And also for $1 right now, you can get a 5-minute reading. So I guess it's not a free 5-minute reading, it's $1, but it's a 5-minute reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back to the questions here. Nicole, is there anyone coming into life real soon? Okay. Okay. Okay, so 7 of Swords in reverse. We have the 3 of Pentacles here. And we have the Moon card. So, to answer your question, yes. I feel like there's someone coming into your life soon. I feel like they have something to do with either you meeting them at their job or them meeting you at work, or maybe you're on a lunch break, but something involving, work. I would say, however, that this person, it's so funny. We have to kind of really be careful what we ask for, because this person that I am seeing also has some things that they're not very forthcoming with at the very beginning of you guys meeting each other. So that's something that you're going to have to kind of look out for. Yes, there's someone coming. They are a lesson. But like with video games, sometimes it's not saying you don't have to necessarily do the lesson, but it's also a lesson that you're going to have to learn one way or another, whatever that means. So this is okay, so the Devil card in reverse here indicates to me that the lesson that would be about this particular connection would be in regards to how much are you willing to give, how much of your freedom are you willing to give. I feel like this person might be a little bit controlling. And so, it's like, how much of yourself are you really, really, really willing to give for a relationship? And I feel like, again, there's something about you having to learn about the price of things, whatever that means necessarily. Like I said, sometimes I just get these like words and it's just kind of what I'm feeling, the price, what are you willing to pay, kind of thing. We don't have to, sometimes the price we're being asked to pay is way higher than what the cost of it should be. So, and then, okay, then the thing that I got was, and that usually happens, and that usually happens in situations that, it's like I'm hearing the word like markup, so it's kind of one of those things where sometimes, people are just, people are kind of marking up the price because they think the value is higher than it might be. I don't know what that is, but anyway, I'm just gonna move on. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Okay, so we're gonna go to Alicia. Okay, Alicia. Hey, I made it. I'm Aquarius. What do I need to know? Also getting married July 22. I guess 2021. Okay, so we're gonna do a reading for Alicia. And congratulations, by the way, on getting married in July. Congrats. That's amazing. What's going on with Alicia? What is going on with Alicia? All right. Okay. So, again, congrats. We have the Knight of Cups here. We have the Ace of Rods. And we have the Two of Cups in reverse. You guys are, it's when you enter into a marriage, there are some things that that do seem to sort of shift and change, or so I am told. And some of those things are just kind of like bottom of the deck. We have the Five of Rods in reverse. They're just things that we're going to have to iron out over time. In this particular case, the thing you're going to have to iron out over time is shared responsibility. It's not a deal breaker. It's not that big of a deal. But it is something that is, it is a part of, sort of, the newness, sometimes the newness of things and how exciting things are can blind us from sort of the reality of how things are going to be. So there's going to be a bit of adjustment period, and that's just what it is. But it isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just that, you know, adjustment periods do happen. And, you know, we just kind of roll with it. But, you know, congratulations. And this is going to be, you know, this is going to be great. You know, also learning that everybody has a love language, and everyone's love language is also different. And just because someone doesn't speak the same love language that you do, when you know, really, I mean, we're not talking about getting to know somebody. We're talking about like marrying, we're together forever now thing. You know, everyone kind of has a different way of speaking their love language, you know, and one doesn't make one less than the other. And sometimes I think that we confuse sort of the kind of like the honeymoon phase of our, you know, relationship with the reality, the fact that everyone is an individual. So so just again, congratulations, and I hope that is helpful. Okay, so all right. So we're moving to Tina. I'm starting a new career and would like to know if I will be busy, as I will be self-employed, and would love some advice. Okay. If you guys, I'm just letting you guys know, I'm having an issue where I can't actually expand the questions. So if you happen to leave a question and it's longer, and I just kind of do the first, you know, reading on the first half, it's because I can't read the actual the part of the actual question itself. But you, okay, so Tina, you are starting a new career. Hooray! Congratulations. And you would like to know if you'll be busy, as you'd be self-employed. Okay. All right. All right. So okay. Okay, so here's what I got for you. We have the Page of Rods. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. And we have the 10 of Rods. Okay. I would say that right now is going to be a really good time for you to learn to work outside of the box. Meaning, if there's, you know, a lot of times when we've worked, you know, maybe corporate jobs before, and then we move into being someone who works in sort of an entrepreneurial, can't say that word right now, field. There's a big adjustment that has to happen. And that big adjustment is realizing that it's not going to be as stable or look as stable as what we're used to, and actually being okay with that. This Five of Cups card in reverse is telling me that you're gonna have to just make sure that you don't kind of suffer burnout with how much work it's actually going to take. Again, we have the 10 of Rods here. We kind of see this guy has a lot of rods here, and this is, you know, these rods are to build something. They are made to build something. It is blood, sweat, and tears, and it's work, you know, and it doesn't look like what you're used to. And as long as you can keep that attitude, knowing that it doesn't look the way that you are used to, you'll be fine. The moment, however, that you get into, you know, at the bottom of the deck, by the way, is the 8 of Rods. So if you can keep that perspective, everything will be fine. It'll actually start moving really quickly. It'll be tiresome, but it'll move really quickly. But if you kind of sink into the sort of questioning, the doubting, the wavering, and not staying focused, then it is going to be it's going to be a little bit slower. you know, I like to do personally affirmations in the mornings. Why do I like to do affirmations in the morning? Because it's the first thing you're doing when you wake up. And so your mind has a chance to actually shift to a more positive way of thinking, you know, and it kind of gets you through the day. So anyway, that would be kind of my, you know, if I had to give you advice on, you know, on how to sort of move through that, is, you know, be able to sort of take it one day at a time. Know that's going to be hard work. No, it's not going to look exactly like what you used to, but also, you know, have some sort of positive reinforcements, again, affirmations, meditation, if that's something you do, but a way of which you kind of start the day with this, you know, get up and go. There's also like motivational things on YouTube that I like to watch in order to sort of just get my, you know, get my sort of internal spirit going. So anyway, hope that helps you. Oh, all right. We have about 10 more minutes. We have Myra. Can I please get a reading? This year has been heavy. My hands. Ooh. Okay. Why can't I just expand these? Okay. Sorry, I've been trying to expand these questions and it's just not working. Anyway, Myra, okay, so the series of having my friends for OA, friendship broken, overwhelmed, please. Okay, so Myra, we're gonna do a general, because I can't see the rest of your question, to be honest. I don't know why this is happening, but I'm sorry. I can't see the rest of your question, but I'm really, really sorry to hear about what's happened this year. This year has been definitely heavy for all of us, and I can't imagine the pain that you must be feeling right now. Just I'm sending you blessings and love and light right now. You know, because yeah, this is definitely a heavy year. All right, so let's see. Let's get a general going here. Yeah, that was. Okay. So, we have the Lovers card in reverse. We have the King of Swords in reverse. We have the Sun card, and we have the Seven of Pentacles here. And again, I'm sorry. I don't, like I said, your question, I can't expand it for some reason. So, I'm sorry about that. But as a general, reading here, there's this, you know, sometimes we're moving through a lot and life is still happening. We take on more than our fair share. And we're still trying to move forward as if, you know, things are normal. Things are very much not normal right now. And especially in your situation, things are very much not normal. And, you know, be okay with asking for help. Be okay with asking, you know, your loved ones or people that care about you to sort of, you know, it's that idea of, I'm not sharing this for any biblical or religious reason, but there's that idea of when, you know, the story of Jesus happens, you know, and in the story of Jesus, the day before he has to get crucified, he's asked his friends to sit with him, you know, and they a lot of them end up sort of going to sleep, but it's the idea of being okay with asking when you're going through situations, being okay with asking people to sit with you if you need to. I don't know why that story came up necessarily. I don't think about that story every day, but there's something about people being able to sit with others in these sort of very transformative moments, these very hard moments, and allowing that to happen. And or sometimes feeling like we don't have necessarily the support that we, that we would like. But I also have the Sun card here. So this is actually a really, really good card. And this is saying that, things are getting better. There is hope on the other side of this. And if you can just hold on and if you just hold on, it doesn't necessarily mean that missing someone like your fiance is going to be something that gets easy anytime soon. It doesn't mean that, a broken friendship is not something that you're not going to still think about. But it is saying that there is life. There is life, and life is on the other side of this. Also feel free to, go and if you need to, do seek a therapist. Do seek someone who can really kind of emotionally support you, without judgment. And maybe that's what you need, is someone without judgment who can sit and support you. So I hope that helped. Okay, we got about 5 more minutes going on here. So we're going to go ahead and, okay, Francesca, any urgent advice for me, that I keep, any urgent advice for me that I keep blocking unknowingly because of trauma? Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do, hold on. All right, so hold on. All right, I know that a lot of you guys have put in questions, and okay. Let's see. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Going back up. Francesca. Okay. I keep blocking unknowingly because of trauma. Okay. So we have the 7 of the seven. We have the star reverse. We have the 5 of cups here, and we have the 5 of pentacles here. Okay. Trauma is a really kind of serious thing, and the whole thing is because of trauma, sometimes we and I might have actually mentioned this before. No, I didn't mention this because this happened last week. So here's what happened last week, and this is basically the encompassment. No, anyway, this is basically going to encompass the reading that I see for you. And